Thank you, sir, for that very interesting account. I'm sure we all have something to gain from his diligent personality. This day would have remained a fantasy if not for the helping hand from our very generous donors. We are so thankful to many of you who have been with us every step of the way until this day. So before we advance any further, let me invite Emeritus Professor Nimal Seneviratne to present a briefing on the donors of this venture.
Dr. Uday Disanayaka, Dean, Faculty of Engineering. Professor Janaka Vijayatunga, Head, Department of Civil Engineering. Faculty members, family members of late Professor Ture Raja, distinguished guests and colleagues, postgraduates and undergraduate students, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to present you today the details of fundraising effort for Professor Ture Raja Conference Room, which realized a final collection of 9,162,997.93 rupees. I represent here two groups, the Geotechnical Laboratory Organizing Committee and the EPAC 7075 alumni group, which can be referred to as platinum sponsors for this project, This project is very much close to my heart. Late Professor Ture Raja has been my teacher, colleague, mentor, friend, and housemate. I consider myself singularly fortunate to have been associated in so many ways with a rare and eminent person of his caliber, who was renowned as a brilliant student, great researcher, teacher, administrator, and a professional widely acknowledged and admired globally. He created a substantial and historical impact on engineering education, the engineering profession, and in engineering research in Sri Lanka. Late Professor Ture Raja possessed exceptional humanitarian qualities, a wonderful human being, a rare gem. After Professor Ture Raja's untimely death in 1994, Peradeniya Engineering Faculty alumni formed a trust in his name. Donations were made by STEMS Consultant, Geotech Limited, and Ms. Indira Baminivatta for this purpose. Unfortunately, this initiative failed to proceed further due to unsettling conditions prevailing in the country at that time. However, the geotechnical laboratory staff named the laboratory office room occupied by Professor Ture Raja as Professor A. Ture Raja Conference Room. Even after my tenure in engineering faculty, which ended with my retirement nearly 5 years ago, on each occasion of my visit to the faculty premises, I experience sorrow and helplessness on our inability to create an everlasting monument to perpetuate the memory of the great man, especially to the benefit of generations yet to come. Fortunately, Peradeniya Engineering Group managed to revive the AT Center project in 2021. Architectural plans, the estimated budget, and the targets for fundings were prepared and communicated to many alumni groups and well-wishers. The initial stage of fundraising, which you can see from the summary list also, the initial stage of the fundraising effort yielded 535,600 rupees. This consisted of 239,600 rupees from individual donors, 195,100 rupees from the Geotechnical Postgraduate Group 2016, and 101,000 rupees from the Geotechnical Postgraduate Group 2020. This initiative, however, unfortunately failed to yield the anticipated funding targets. The EFAC 7075 group, that is our batch, the student of the Faculty of Engineering faculty in the period 1970 to 75, celebrated the Golden Jubilee in a truncated manner due to the COVID pandemic through Zoom in December 2020. The group volunteered to take on the stalled AT Center, the Ethure Raja conference room project, and work with the Geotechnical Laboratory Group in realizing the dream to create a lasting monument to our great teacher. Quoting the opening sentence of Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens in reverse order, it was the worst of times and it was the best of times. Worst because of COVID-19, best because most of us are in work from home mode with time to spare for socially beneficial activities, including pursuing our dreams. The donation floodgates opened. They open widely, resulting in a collection of 6,300,300 rupees. I must remind you I must tell you that our batch of original batch of 150 has about 100 living members at present. In a parallel event, Dr. Navaratna Raja coordinated the fundraising effort of the California Engineers Alumni Group, which yielded 1,244,497.93 rupees. The funds targeted for the project through the previous fund collection initiative, that is the individual and the postgraduate batch donors, and the specific fund collection initiative of the EFAC 7075 group and the Californian Engineering Group were in place at the same time. Together, they satisfied the funding targets for construction of the Ethure Raja conference room. I take this opportunity to also sincerely acknowledge the role of our Alumni Association, FIFA, Peradeniya Engineering Faculty Alumni Association in this project. The former secretary, Dr. Shobha Herath, and the former treasurer, Dr. Prabha Virakon, the latter who braved COVID-19 and visited the bank to ensure the accurate transfer of all contributions received, deserves special mention. Having secured adequate funds, Geotechnical Group engaged the leading state consultancy, Civil Engineering and Consultancy Bureau to undertake and deliver the Eture Raja conference room on the ground. Extensive stakeholder consultations were undertaken and contributions of many, including technical and contractual advice, were received. FIFA look after the fund management and disbursement. Thereafter, if 68 group of alumni contributed 1,082,900 rupees to equip the conference room with state-of-art audio-visual facilities. So that make it a total contribution from all alumni of 9,162,997.93 rupees. That was the contribution by all the alumni for the Eture Raja Conference Center. I hereby greatly acknowledge the efforts of many individuals and groups who strived hard to make this project a reality. In concluding these brief remarks, as a member of the Peradeniya Geotechnical Group, as a member of the EFAC 7075 group, and last but not the least, as an academic who benefited from the largest of the late Professor Ture Raja, I am emancipated and enlightened in having us created a monument within the engineering faculty premises that will perpetuate the memory of late Professor Ture Raja for generations to come. Thank you very much.